el día de hoy. Muy bien, sí, ya la grabación ha iniciado. Bienvenidos a cada uno de ustedes nuevamente, estimados participantes. Good evening, everybody. Coco, muy bien. Excelente, excelente. Veo que están pues muy avanzados. Muy bien, recordarles también, estimados participantes, que nuestra institución se encuentra ubicada en la ciudad de Andahuaylas, en el departamento de Apurímac, en nuestro querido país Perú. Así es. Sí, como ustedes pueden observar en pantallas, contamos con convenios interinstitucionales con las diferentes entidades que se observan: la Municipalidad de Turpo, la UGEL Andahuaylas, el Instituto de Formación Cooperativa y Ambiente y la Cooperativa Los Andes, Cotaruzzi, Aymaraes y demás entidades, ¿sí? Muy bien. También pues recordarles pues que en pantalla ustedes ven a nuestro equipo, el Tecnológico. Somos una institución con más de 7 años de experiencia orientada a ofrecer pues la educación virtual gratuita de alta calidad a nivel nacional e internacional. Sí, ustedes ven en pantallas pues la amplia gama de docentes profesionales quienes nos acompañan y hacen realidad pues cada uno de nuestros cursos gratuitos que se avecinan, se aproximan, ¿no? Muy bien, estimados participantes, también recordarles de que ya se encuentran habilitados nuestros cursos para el mes de octubre. Para ello hay que ingresar pues a nuestra página de Facebook, el Tecnológico, para que puedan ver o ya de una vez tal vez registrarse pues a los cursos que ustedes vean pues por conveniente llevar, ¿no? Con nuestra institución. Si ustedes desean de repente alguna información al respecto de nuestros cursos, ustedes la pueden realizar a través del número de celular que se encuentra en pantallas al 953-77-2123. Muy bien. Ustedes ya la conocen, a nuestra asistente académica es Ana Patricia, el número de celular al cual ustedes se pueden comunicar con ella ante cualquier duda, cualquier información, cualquier consulta que ustedes deseen, pues hasta el número que les aparece en pantallas, al 991-373227, ¿sí? Muy bien, estimados participantes, ustedes ya conocen a vuestra docente, es la profesora Jenny Vilca, ¿sí? El curso que se está dictando, pues es el inglés avanzado C1, ¿sí? Muy bien, estimados participantes, la frecuencia correspondiente de nuestro curso son los días lunes, miércoles y el día de hoy, viernes, ¿sí? El horario correspondiente de nuestro curso es desde las 7 de la noche hasta las 9 de la noche, pues el horario es en hora Perú, ¿no? Muy bien, estimados participantes, la duración correspondiente de nuestro curso son de 2 semanas. Vamos a nuestra tercera sesión académica, nos falta una semana, se avecina nuestro examen, por favor, hay que repasar, ¿sí? Bien, el temario correspondiente del día de hoy en nuestra sesión número 3 se va a tratar acerca del Present Tense Review, ¿sí? Espero lo haya dicho bien, si no la docente me puede corregir, sí, estamos para aprender. Muy bien, estimados participantes. La metodología de trabajo de nuestro curso y también de nuestra institución, pues ustedes ya la conocen, las clases son totalmente en vivo, las clases pues son en tiempo real, se hacen a través de esta plataforma Google Meet. Y pues se está grabando la clase, este se convierte en un material didáctico para que podamos compartirlo mediante el grupo de WhatsApp. Así es, sí, como ya les iba diciendo, se avecina su examen final la semana que viene, un viernes como el día de hoy, ¿sí? Muy bien, estimados participantes, la certificación también, pues, ¿no? Acerca de ello, ustedes van a obtener un certificado con mención en inglés avanzado C1 a nombre de nuestra institución, el Tecnológico. El certificado contará con 90 horas lectivas correspondientes al curso y la calificación correspondiente para obtener nuestro certificado es una nota totalmente aprobatoria, mayor o igual a 14. El costo correspondiente a nuestro certificado es de 30 soles y el trámite es totalmente opcional. Recuerden que vuestro certificado cuenta con un código QR de validación, como también cuenta con el temario que se ha desarrollado durante estas 2 semanas. ¿Sí? Como ustedes pueden ver ahí también, y creo que ya Ana Patricia les había comentado, es de que aquellos participantes que tramiten su certificado, pues van a obtener como regalo el uso de nuestro campus virtual durante 2 o más años, ¿sí? Bien, cualquier duda, cualquier información que ustedes desean acerca de la certificación la pueden hacer con nuestra directora, la licenciada Raquel Maljo, al número de celular que les aparece en pantallas, al 953-77-2123. Muy bien, estimados participantes, también la certificación la realizamos a través de 2 modalidades, la modalidad digital y la modalidad en físico. En el caso de la modalidad digital, pues todos los participantes que tramiten su certificado van a recibir su certificado de manera digital. Sí, ahora, aquellos participantes que lo quieran en físico, pues trabajamos con dos empresas, la empresa Shalom y la empresa Alba Courier. En el caso de la empresa Shalom, el costo por el envío es de 15 soles y en el caso de la empresa Alba Courier, el costo por el envío es de 35 soles. Sí, si tienen alguna duda, pues no duden en comunicarse con nuestros coordinadores, ¿sí? Muy bien, estimados participantes, el último día, pues como ustedes pueden ver en pantalla, se va a realizar un pequeño sorteo de ciertos certificados, ¿sí? O sea, no todos van a llevarse el certificado. El día final se va a realizar un sorteo solo con aquellos participantes que den su examen el último día y también que saquen una nota totalmente aprobatoria. Por lo demás, sí, no se preocupen, que los trámites siempre están abiertos. Muy bien, estimados participantes, antes de darle pase ya a nuestra docente para iniciar nuestra sesión académica, nosotros como institución siempre compartimos una oración, el cual consideramos necesario, importante en nuestro día a día, ¿sí? Muy bien, espero que me sigan con el texto que se encuentra en pantallas y podamos orar juntos, ¿sí? En paz me acostaré y asimismo dormiré, porque solo tú, Jehová, me haces vivir confiado. Salmos, capítulo 4, versículo 8. Sí, muy bien, estimados participantes, amén a cada uno de ustedes y bendiciones para todos, bendiciones para cada uno de ustedes. Sí, nuestra docente, por favor, ya le doy el pase. Profesora, ¿se encuentra en sala?
Sí, buenas noches, good evening to everybody.
Muy bien, profesora Jenny, muchas gracias por la confirmación. Sí, ya le doy el pase, ya lo dejo con sus alumnos y bueno, que tengan una linda sesión académica el día de hoy.
Buenas, ¿no me permite compartir pantalla? Me dice que no tengo permiso.
A ver, me espera un momento, por favor, profesora, voy a arreglar el pequeño problema. Ahora, Miss, por favor, lo puede intentar, por favor.
Ahora sí, ¿verdad?
Sí, se ve claro. Muy bien, gracias, profesora.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our third session. As we know, we are going to work with the present tense general review. So when we say present tense, that means that we are going to use all the different tenses that we can have in present, like simple present, present progressive, present perfect, and present perfect progressive. So we are going to make like a review, how to use them, how are the different verbs that we can use, right? Okay, so our classroom rules: be on time, raise your hand, and keep your microphone off. Okay, so as you know, we are going to start with our welcome sign, as usual, right? So, welcome everyone who seeks the light of knowledge, guiding their path through day and night. Welcome everyone who dreams so bold, and welcome everyone who yearns to learn. In knowledge fire, they shall burn. Welcome everyone with open hearts. Together, let's explore all parts. Welcome everyone who are seekers of the unknown. In this journey, you are not alone. Welcome everyone whose minds dare to soar. Together, let's explore the world. Welcome everyone who is connected from different parts of Peru and the world. Welcome everyone who loves learning English. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Okay. Thank you for being connected. So, we are going to start with the present tense. We are going to embark upon a journey to visit simple present, present progressive, present perfect, and we are going to finish our trip with the present perfect progressive. So, fasten your seatbelts and get ready for the adventure. Are you ready? Can you write down your answer in the chat? Are you ready for this journey? Yes. Okay. Ready. Very good, Angie. Thank you for answering. Present simple. Write on the chat box and share with me one habit or routine you have in your daily life using the present simple tense. Here in the picture, you have lots of ideas about your habits and your routines. I study English every day. Very good, Rosa. Thank you. Another sentence, please. Another habit, and I take a shower every day, of course. Thank you, Angie. Any other ideas about habit or routine you have in your daily life? I go to the supermarket every day. Very good. I brush my teeth. Good, Karen. Very good for sharing. Okay, so here in this picture that we have on the board on the screen, it says like different routines, right? Getting up, have a shower, have breakfast, drink coffee, work, do the shopping, walk the dog, have dinner, also like this, watch TV, right? And also read a book. These are like habits or routine that we normally do every day, right? From the moment we wake up until the moment we return to our beds, right? So this is the simple present. So let's see what else we have here. So let's discuss the use of present simple for general truth in habitual actions. Okay, so the simple present tense in English can be confusing sometimes because it's used to express what? Habits, general truth, repeated actions, or unchanging situations, emotions, and wishes. As you can see in this first picture, it says here, repeated actions. Why? Because they says, I ride my bicycle to work every day. I ride my bicycle to work every day. This is a repeated action. So it happens 7 days a week. You do this. Another thing is habits. Like I do not smoke because it's so unhealthy, right? It's your habit. So you don't do this or you do the action. Your habit can be something that you avoid doing because you know it's not good for your health. ¿Sí? Por ejemplo, el hábito, yo no fumo, below you are explaining it is so unhealthy, porque es poco saludable, porque no es saludable. Entonces es un hábito, ¿no? Lo evitas. The other use is for general truth, para verdades. For example, the sun is 4.6 billion years old. No, something that you cannot change because it's algo que no puedes cambiar porque es una verdad. Truth, ¿no? O truth facts. So, ese es el principal uso, ¿no? Del presente simple. Hablar de tus rutinas, hablar de verdades, de hábitos, things like that. So, unveiling o revelando general truth and habitual happenings. Dice, imagine you are wearing a magical time-traveling wristwatch that takes you to two exciting destinations, General Truthville and Habitual Heaven. Now, imagínate que en estos momentos te estás poniendo un reloj que te permite viajar en el tiempo y te lleva a dos destinos emocionantes, como esos son los nombres, ¿no? De los lugares, General Truthville y Habitual Heaven. Entonces vamos a ir a una de esas destinations. Ok, so we are going to visit both. Vamos a visitar dos, pero empecemos con el primero. General Truthville, ¿no? El lugar o la ciudad donde todo es verdad. General Truth. ¿Sí? General Truthville. In General Truthville, time stands still and facts reign supreme. You're in the land of universal truth and timeless facts. The present simple is your trusty guide here. Entonces, estamos en esta villa o en esta ciudad y lo que hacemos es que el tiempo se va a detener porque las verdades o los hechos que se pueden comprobar van a reinar, ¿no? You're in the land of universal truth and timeless facts. Entonces, when you want to talk about things that are always, forever, and universally true, this is your go-to. It's like stating the rules of the universe. Es donde vamos a poner nuestras reglas, ¿sí? Entonces aquí vamos a decir, por ejemplo, todo lo que es verdad, ¿no? ¿Y por qué? Porque lo podemos comprobar, ¿sí? Entonces eso es un general truth, ¿sí? For example, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, ¿no? Una verdad es que el sol sale por el este y se oculta por el oeste. Another truth is water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Entonces, esa es otra general truth, ¿no? Que el agua hierve a 100 grados Celsius. So, when you are sharing facts that hold true, no matter what era you are in, present simple is your time traveling ticket. So, si queremos compartir hechos, ¿no? Que son verdaderos, no importa en qué época te encuentres, el presente simple siempre va a ser ese ticket que te va a ayudar a viajar, ¿no? O express your ideas. ¿Sí? ¿Cómo vamos aquí en esta General Truthville? Nos enfocamos en que el primer uso del presente simple es esto. General Truth, verdades, que se pueden comprobar, ¿sí? Nuestro primer destino, nuestra primera parada con ese time watch ¿sí? Que tenemos en estos momentos. Nos vamos a al segundo destino, Habitual Heaven. Now, let's step into Habitual Heaven, where routines and habits rule the roost. Picture a cozy town where things happen like clockwork, every day, every week, every month. In Habitual Heaven, the present simple shows us what happens over and over again, like a well-practiced dance routine. Dice, cuando nos vamos a Habitual Heaven, nos está diciendo que es algo relacionado con nuestros hábitos, ¿ya? Entonces, todo pasa de acuerdo a el tiempo, los días, todas las semanas, ¿no? O cada mes, cada día, cada semana, ¿sí? Entonces, es tu hábito. En Habitual Heaven, el presente simple te muestra qué sucede una y otra vez, ¿no? Es como una rutina de baile sumamente practicada, ¿no? Entonces, por ejemplo, you wake up, get up, brush your teeth maybe, take a shower, get dressed, have breakfast, do some exercises, go to work, take the bus, things that you know that you have to do every day, ¿no? Porque es tu rutina prácticamente lo que haces a diario. Entonces, por ejemplo, she brushes her teeth every morning, ¿no? Ella cepilla sus dientes cada mañana. O they play basketball on Saturdays. Entonces, este es su hábito. Todos los sábados, sí, todos los sábados juegan básquetbol. ¿Sí? It's like your wristwatch, ¿no? It's programmed to show these recurring actions that people do like clockwork, ¿no? Es lo que les decía, ¿no? Ya está planificado, ya es mi hábito y bastante difícil que alguien lo cambie, ¿no? So, whether it's brushing your teeth, having your morning cereal, or dancing in the moonlight, the present simple is your time traveling key to habitual habit, ¿sí? Entonces, sin importar si te estás cepillando los dientes, teniendo tu cereal de la mañana en tu desayuno o bailando bajo la luz de la luna, el presente simple siempre va a ser esa llave que te va a ayudar a viajar a este destino, ¿no? Donde todo es un hábito, donde todo ya está pautado. Entonces son the two most important uses of simple present. ¿Ya? Entonces, in a nutshell, en conclusión, present simple is your magical wristwatch to visit General Truthville in habitual heaven. In Truthville, it shares universal facts. In habitual heaven, it showcases routines and habits. ¿Sí? So, put in your time traveling wristwatch, hop between these two captivating destinations, and let the present simple take you on a linguistic adventure. So, dos cosas importantes, ¿no? Que he mencionado del presente simple. Para hechos o verdades y para rutinas y hábitos, ¿no? Entonces, estos son los dos usos principales de este presente simple. Obvio, aquí lo hemos visto que, por ejemplo, el present simple, lo que tenemos que tener en cuenta es the usage of verbs, ¿no? El uso de los verbos. Si voy a usar un verbo, ¿no? En el caso de she, entonces yo debo considerar certain rules, ¿no? Por ejemplo, como vieron en el ejemplo que decía she brushes her teeth. Entonces, ¿qué es lo más importante aquí en el presente simple? Que debemos aplicar las reglas gramaticales. Por ejemplo, si tú dices I go to the store, because that's your routine, ¿no? Esa es tu rutina, voy a la tienda. Si quieres decir, por ejemplo, Juan, podría decir solamente Juan go to the store. What do you think? ¿Qué piensan ustedes? Is that okay? My sentence is correct when I say Juan go to the store? Or do I have to make some changes in the verb? ¿O tengo que hacer algún cambio en el verbo con Juan? Exactly, Cynthia. So, goes, right? So, la correcta forma de ponerla aquí sería Juan goes to the store. Yeah. Ese sería los cambios o lo más resaltante en el presente simple, la tercera persona. Y yo les pregunto, who is the third person? ¿Quién es la tercera persona? ¿A quién se le considera the third person? I, you, we. Who is the third person? He, she, it. Very good. So every time you have he, she, it, he, she, it, you need to apply certain rules for the verbs, ¿no? Se necesitan aplicar ciertas reglas. Por eso tenemos the rules of the verbs for the third person singular. The same thing in this tense. Tenemos auxiliaries. ¿Quiénes representan los auxiliares en el presente simple? A ver, ¿cuáles son los dos auxiliares que usamos en presente simple? To make questions. Do y does. Exacto. Do and does son los auxiliares que me ayudan a hacer, ¿qué cosa? Questions. Y si quiero negar, if I want to make negative sentences in simple present, what auxiliaries do I use for negative sentences? Do is for I, you, we, and they. Very good. Do va a ser conectado con I, con you, When we equally. Y vamos a poner el verbo in that intention. He does, va con he, she, it. Right? Ahí ponemos el verb y ya está. Question for you. Si yo digo, o si yo uso do or does, voy a seguir poniendo, por ejemplo, Juan goes. Por ejemplo, si yo digo does, ¿es esto correcto? Si yo digo does Juan goes to the store, is that okay? No. Exacto. Cuando hacemos auxilio, cuando hacemos questions, el verbo ya goes in the base form, se queda en su forma base. Also the same with negative. When you use negative, when you use doesn't, when you use don't, the verb doesn't change. El verbo no cambia, mantiene su forma. Exactly. Go. That's one. Go to the store. Ya no alteramos nada. Así quedaría, ¿no? Does Juan go to the store? Excellent. So, tenemos the two auxiliaries for questions and also for negative. Cuando es negativa e interrogativa, exactly, ponemos go con la tercera persona. Porque el does absorbe, ¿no? Ese cambio del verb. Very good. So now let's do some practice. Routines, timeline. Create a timeline of your daily routines. Then present your routine to the class, or you can send a picture to the WhatsApp group. But since the WhatsApp group is closed, we are not going to be able to do this. But at least make a list of what you do as a routine. Okay, something like this. Can you see my timeline? So I have here different actions that I do. This is my timeline. You can do your own, and you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sentences that shows your routine. And that's going to be your timeline. Puedes escribirlo en el chat y decirme más o menos, how is your routine? ¿Sí? En 5 or 6 sentences. ¿Sí? I wake up, very good. In 5 or 6 sentences, can you tell me your routine? Yes, you can see my example. For example, I said, I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning. I have breakfast at 7:15. I go to work at 8:15 a.m. every morning. I have lunch at 1. I arrive at home at 5 p.m. I have dinner at 6. And finally, I go to bed at 11 p.m. You see, I have written 7 sentences to show you my routine. So I know that we can do more than 7 things during the day, but at least try to tell me the most important ones for you. Okay? A ver, clasifica 5 activities that you normally do every day, and that's your routine. Puedes escribirlo en el chat so I can read them. Very good, Yumira. Caroline also. I wake up at 5 o'clock. I wake up at 5 a.m. from Monday to Saturday. Next, I take a shower and brush my teeth. Good. No more participations? Practice writing. Yumira, do you have a question? Can you write down the question on the chat so I can read it? Carlin, shower with O. Lizzie, wake. W-A-K-E. Wake. Good evening. Good evening, Ming. Melissa, right? Good evening, Melissa. Okay, so that's your routine. I've read some interesting sentences in the chat. For example, it says, I get up at 7 a.m. I get up at 5 o'clock and brush my teeth. I have breakfast. Good. And get dressed. Very good. The only thing would be Erika brush with the letter B for ball. I go jogging in the park next to take a shower. I go to my job. Have lunch. I wake up at Leila. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth. I go to have breakfast. I go to work by bus. I go to work by bus. I regret to home. No, I come back home. I wake up at 7. I have breakfast. I go to the university. I take up. I wake up. I brush my teeth. Yeah, excellent sentences. Thank you so much for sharing your routine. Twice a week? Yes, perfect. Excellent. So, thank you for sharing your timeline routines. They are interesting. Now, let's play something. Let's talk about some celebrities. Okay, Taylor Swift. Do you know Taylor Swift? That she sing pop music? True or false? True. Very good, Angie. Will Smith acts in comedy movies? True or false? True also. Thank you, Arturo. Leonardo DiCaprio works as an actor. Also true. Very good. Rihanna is a professional tennis player. False. Exactly. What does Rihanna do? Sings. Exactly. She's a singer. Beyonce is married to Justin Bieber. False. Mhm. Good, 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 good. Continue. Okay. So that was our review about present simple. Remember, or don't forget the use of auxiliaries. Don't forget the letter S, ES at the end of the verbs when we use the third person. Okay, and the most important part you need to remember is the present simple is for general truths, for your routine, for your habits, and things like that. Okay, and sometimes it is used as a future, but when you have a timetable, ¿no? El present simple también nos puede ayudar a hablar del futuro, pero cuando ya se tiene horarios establecidos claramente, ¿no? And you know, for example, you have an agenda, and you follow your agenda, and then you do the things, ¿sí? Seguimos tu agenda y ya sabes exactly what's going to happen within 5 or 6 hours meantime. Yes? Okay, so let's talk about our second topic, present continuous. What is peculiar about present continuous? Take a look at the following pictures and describe what each person is doing. But before that, I want you to tell me something. What do you need? What is the structure you need to do the present continuous? ¿Cuál sería la estructura para hacer una oración en presente continuo? A ver, ¿quién me puede ayudar? Who can help me? Can you write it in the chat, please, so I can read it? A ver, ¿qué necesito? What's the first element? Siempre sabemos que necesitamos ¿qué cosa? Como primer elemento to make a sentence. Necesitamos un subject. Exactly. Very good. Un subject, un pronoun, a person, somebody who performs the action. Alguien que haga lo que yo voy a nombrar en mi siguiente elemento. After the subject, what do you need? Verb to be. Excellent. Verb to be. But since we are talking about present continuous, what tense of verb to be do I need to use? What's the combination? Because verb to be, it has a lot of elements. Is, are. Thank you so much for helping. Is, are. That's present. Present continuous. Verb to be, is, are. Correct. And after that, what do you need? Plus the verb in ing. Perfect. This is going to be the main verb. But you don't put just the verb. You put the verb with ing. And that is called gerund, continuous, progressive, right? So we have the subject, we have the verb to be, and we have the main verb with ing. And the rest, what will be? The rest will be the complement, right? The complement is the words you add at the end of a sentence to make sense, right? And then you can use a period. So, Erika, thank you so much for your sentence. I am playing tennis. Very good. She covers everything we say here. She says I, that's the subject, and then I is always used with and then she says playing. And then she adds something else, tennis. Yeah. You know that the verb play has two intentions, right? Play a musical instrument and also play a sport, right? So, el verbo play tiene dos intenciones, ¿no? Puede ser para tocar instrumentos musicales o como también para jugar algún deporte, right? Yeah. So, since you know the structure, I'm really glad that you know the structure and that you remember everything you need here. Vi también en sus oraciones, en el chat, que pusieron también negative. Si tú quisieras hacer negative, if you want to make this sentence negative, what do you need to do? Right here, agregamos, ¿qué agregamos? Not. We add not. Very good. So you say, I am not playing tennis. I am not playing tennis. Perfect. And if you want to make questions, what's the structure for questions? What's going to be the first element? The subject is going to be the first element? The first element is going to be, right? To be, and then it's going to be the subject, right? Exactly. It changed the order of the sentence. The only change is at the beginning. Verb to be is in the second position. When you make questions, it's going to be the first position. Excellent. To be, subject, and verb with ing. Excellent, Karen. So, can you tell me what's happening, or what is the person in picture 1 doing? What is this boy doing right here? Are you listening? Perfect, Anneli. That's a good example. Are you listening to me? Okay, number 1. What's this person doing? Can you see that? Okay, it's bigger now. He's talking on the phone? Yeah, could be. Could be. He's watching TV. Good. What about number 2? What about number 2? What is this person doing? And number 3, I think number 1 and number 2 are doing the same thing, right? What's number 3? What is he doing now? He's reading. Very good. Yeah, okay. We can add more details, right? He's reading the newspaper, he's reading a novel, a comic, anything. But this time, he's reading the newspaper. And what about number 4? He's playing with his computer. He is using the computer. Very good. Number 5. What about number 6? She's sleeping. Good. Number 10. Oh, 7. Yes, she's resting. She's sleeping on the couch. On the couch. Very good. She's taking a shower. Number 10. Very good. Or she's taking a bath also. Very good. Mhm. Good. So that's present continuous. Let's continue. What are these people doing in number 1? Let's continue with the present continuous. What are these people doing? They are cooking. They are cooking. They're cooking together. Very good. They are preparing dinner. They are cooking. Good. What about number 2? They are practicing in the gym. They are working out. Also, they are working out at the gym. Good. What about number 3? They are doing exercises. Very good. Angie, they are working. Don't forget the ing. They are working on a project. Very good. They are exercising. Good. They are practicing. Coco, practicing. Don't forget ing in practice. And they are talking. Good, Caleb. They are talking about the new campaign. They are working at their job. They are having a job meeting. Very good, Angel. Excellent. That action is happening. What we need to know about the present continuous is that the action is happening at the moment of speaking, right? They are working. That's the main intention of the present continuous. It's an ongoing action. ¿No? Es una acción que está sucediendo when you speak. Good. Thank you so much. So, live reporting. This is our activity. I will show you a news event. You will become a news reporter and create a live news report using present continuous to describe the event. Are you ready? Vas a ser un presentador de noticias. And I want you to use your best voice. I bet you have seen some news on TV and you know exactly how they narrate live news, ¿no? A veces hemos visto las noticias cuando hay algún evento así que está en vivo, como narran, ¿no? Los periodistas. So that's going to be your turn. Ahora va a ser tu turno. You are going to be a reporter, ¿ok? Like it says here, use your best voice, pace, rhythm, and intonation. The rest of the class will start the sentences with present continuous. Mientras uno de ustedes está leyendo esa noticia, los demás vamos viendo el uso del present continuous, ¿sí? Por eso, el participante que lea va a ser nuestro reportero, a news reporter. Are you ready? A ver, yo tengo aquí 2 noticias. Of course, they are made up, están inventadas, they are made up. Vamos a ver. ¿Nos podrían activar audio, please? Señorita Ana Patricia. Creo que ahí no está Ana Patricia, ¿verdad? ¿Nos podrían activar audio para que los participantes puedan practicar? Aquí. No está habilitada la función, ¿verdad? No podemos abrir el micro, ¿no? A ver, mientras nos habilitan micro, vamos, sí, of course, podemos escribir. Escribamos a ver qué oraciones en continuo podemos encontrar aquí. Entonces sería como el reporter one, ¿no? Good evening, live from the heart of Lima, where the Peruvian Cultural Festival is in full swing. People from all over the country are gathering to celebrate their rich heritage. Traditional dancers are performing intricate routines, showcasing the vibrant colors of their costumes. Street vendors are serving up delicious Peruvian cuisine, and musicians are playing lively tunes that fill the air. As we speak, the festivities are continuing, and the atmosphere is one of joy and unity. Very good. Gathering, performing, very good. Continuing. What other things? What other verbs can you see in this? Performing, good, Michaela. Serving up, very good. Good. This is the Peruvian Cultural Festival. Good. Okay, let's continue with the other one. Machu Picchu Restoration Project. What verbs in present continuous can you see here? Reporting, very good. Okay, let me underline your answers. Okay, reporting. It's understood that somebody is saying, I am reporting from the ancient ruins of Machu Picchu, right? But it's a reporter too. What else? Working. What is working? Working right here. But it's are working. Cleaning. What is cleaning? Are cleaning. Look at this structure right here. Are carefully cleaning. Carefully cleaning. What type of word is carefully? What type of word is carefully? Let me put it in a small one so that we can see it. Can you tell me what type of word is carefully? It's an adverb. Very good, Caleb. Okay, what's the intention of adverbs in a sentence? If you have an adverb in a sentence, what is its function? When I say daily cleaning and repairing, exactly. An adverb describes the verb, modifies the verb, exactly. So here, the action of cleaning is doing in a way, not just cleaning. They are doing that action carefully so that they cannot damage the structures, right? So carefully or adverbs are used to describe verbs. In the same way we have adjectives, which are used to describe people, places, objects, things, you have adjective. But when you want to describe the verb, how the action is performed, you use adverbs. ¿Sí? Usamos los adverbios, tal como aparece aquí. They're carefully cleaning and repairing. Good. What else do we have? ¿Qué más tenemos? Ensuring. Ongoing, yeah, you say ongoing, it's ongoing, very good. It's being made also, right? Yeah. Authenticity and beauty, very good. What's the meaning of restoration? What is the meaning of restoration? Yeah, exactly. When you try to preserve the original part, right? Cuando tratas de mantener, ¿no? Restaurar algo. Exactly. Keep the original part. Thank you so much for participating in the chat. Now we are going to do this. We are going to read each sentence carefully to construct again, and situation carefully. Try to complete it so that it makes sense. Okay, so you have 6 different questions. Read them carefully and tell me what will be your answer. For example, in 1, will you please be quiet? I to do my homework. What will be your answer right here? Good, Alison. Angie? Yeah, if you are using the present simple, that's okay, Angie. I need to do my homework. But now we are practicing present continuous. Can you put your answer in present continuous? Exactly. Caleb, what's missing? You only say doing. It's okay, I say I doing. Something is missing. Perfect, Milagritos. Angel? If you put that, Angel, that's like future. Yeah, Carmina, it's okay. It's okay, but when you use present simple. And what about present continuous? Remember, the action is happening right now. La acción está pasando ahorita. Ya, Leila, ¿qué te falta para que tenga sentido el doing? Yeah, Angel, correct. But in this part, it's like this. Look, this is not the verb you need to use. Este no es el verbo que necesitamos usar para completarlo. Si lo fuera, estaría en paréntesis. They try to make you to choose a verb, que elijas un verbo que complemente todos los elementos que tienes aquí. Por ejemplo, will you please be quiet? Por favor, ¿podrías mantenerte en silencio? Yo de hacer mi tarea. Caroline, very good. Good answer. Entonces sería, primero, el verbo to be, obligado. Si está I, obligado tienes que poner am. That's mandatory. ¿Sí? That's no way to doubt. No hay nada que dudar. I am. I am. Y este verbo me puede ayudar. Try. Pero lo acompaño con ing para que tenga la estructura gramatical correcta. I am trying to do my homework. So will you please be quiet? I am trying to do my homework. Or like you say, ¿no? I am doing my homework. Exacto. Si se tratara de usar el verbo to do, you have made a perfect sentence. Le hicieron muy bien su oración. I am doing my homework. Excellent. Situation number 2. On the phone. En estos momentos estás por teléfono. Can I phone you later? We, acá hay un espacio, just, un espacio, our dinner. Recuerden, estamos usando en estos momentos present continuous. Present continuous. The actions or the sentences you are reading are happening right now. Las que estamos leyendo están sucediendo. Tú estás por teléfono y le dices a alguien, can I phone you later? ¿Te puedo llamar después? We just our dinner, nuestra cena. Nosotros, our dinner. Si hay este espacio y te están diciendo que trabajemos continuos, present continuous, what do we have to write here? ¿Qué necesito escribir allí? Are. Very good. We are. Aquí está este just, que es lo que hablábamos anterior en las noticias acerca de los adverbios. Este just también es un adverb que te va a describir el verbo que vas a poner. We are just. Very good. Cuando nosotros hablamos de alimentos, ¿no? De las comidas, las 3 comidas principales que son breakfast, lunch el dinner, puedes usar el have o puedes usar eat para referirte a tus tres comidas. To refer to the meals, the three important meals during the day, you can say have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner, and likewise eat breakfast, eat lunch, and eat dinner. What you have written down in the chat, it's okay, it's perfect. We are just having our dinner, or we are just eating our dinner. Okay, very good. Claps for you, everybody. Number 3, situation number 3. Could you stop the car, please? Could you stop the car, please? I sick. I sick. ¿Puedes detener el auto, por favor? ¿Podrías detener el auto, por favor? I, perfect. Very good, Carlene. I am. Mandatory. I am. I am what? I am feeling sick. Very good. I'm feeling sick. Excellent. Good verb. Situation number 4. Again, you are on the phone. Can I take a message? Ray, a shower at the moment. Ray, a shower at the moment. ¿Puedes dejar un mensaje? ¿Puedo tomar un mensaje? Ray, una ducha en estos momentos. Ajá, very good. Ray, it's the third person, so you need to use is. Very good. Is taking. Is taking a shower. Very good. Excellent. Good answers. Situation number 5. Is it okay if we take a taxi? I problems with my car today. Very good. I am having problems with my car today. Good answers. I'm having problems. Remember, Carmina, I am. Don't forget the verb to be. I am having problems. Okay, the last situation. On the phone again. Will you start cooking the dinner? Will you start cooking the dinner? The office now. Yeah, excellent. I am. What will be the verb that you use here? I am working the office now. We need another verb. I am working the office now. I am cleaning the office now. Yeah, okay, that's good. Good intention. But you're on the phone and you call your mom maybe, or a friend, or your husband, or your wife, and you say, will you start cooking the dinner? I am leaving the office now, maybe. Excellent. Thank you very much, Mario. Will you start cooking the dinner? I am leaving the office now. Very good. Correct, Alison, Mario, Milagritos, very good for your answers. Okay, these are some sentences that we have tried to imply what will be the correct verb to make them, in a good sense, make themselves. Okay, so let's continue. Present perfect. You are going to watch the following video and you're going to listen to Jack and Tony talking about experiences. Ya hemos cambiado, hemos visto simple present, present continuous, now we are in present perfect. You're going to watch the video and then we are going to talk about what do they mention about Bowden, Australia, snakes, crocodiles, chicken, and rugby. 5 things. Van a ver el video que es cortito, voy a pasar el enlace en el chat y comentamos. Okay, let's comment about the 5 things I said. Okay, let me copy the link, put it in your chat so that you can watch. It's very short, ¿sí? No nos va a tomar mucho tiempo, so watch the video. There you have, guys. Can you watch the video? You're gonna have like 2 minutes, maybe 3, and let me know when you finish. See, me avisan. Perfect link. So watch the video, please. No, Stephanie, I put the link in the chat and you can watch the video. Can you tell me something about Bowden, Australia? What do they mention in the video? What's Bowden? Yeah, yes, exactly. It's a place. Uh-huh. So, but they say something else about Bowden. I know it's a place. ¿No pudiste ver el video con el enlace que te envié, Leila? It's a place, very good. Bowden is a place. But who was born in Bowden, Jack or Tony? Jack. Very good. And what did they mention? I'm going to repeat the question. What's Bowden? You say that Bowden, it's a place. And I ask you, who was born in Bowden? Jack or Tony? Jack. Very good. And what do they mention about snakes in the video? What do they mention about snakes in the video? ¿Mencionaron algo de los snakes en el video o no? There are snakes everywhere. Yeah. There are poisonous snakes everywhere. Very good, Caroline. And what about crocodile? What did they mention about crocodile? A lot of snakes. Very good, Caroline. Y del crocodile, ¿qué escucharon? What did you listen? Jack ate crocodile meat. Yeah, very good. And chicken. What did it say about chicken? The crocodile tastes like chicken. Very good. And what about rugby? What did they mention about rugby? He's a fan. Very good. But who is he? Jack or Tony? Excellent. Good answer. So there you have the video. Watch the video again. Practice pronunciation, practice intonation, and all of it. Very good. Excellent. Let's continue. Now I'm going to explain a little bit. He's a huge fan, Carmina. Very good. He's a huge fan. That's the word they use in the video. Huge. That means big. He's like a fanboy. Present perfect usage. The present perfect tense is a verb tense that is used to describe actions or events that have a connection to the present, even though they occur in the past. It is a versatile tense that is often used to convey several key ideas. And we are going to see those ideas right here in the next slide. For example, the first usage is this: completed actions with relevance to the present. It is used to say that an action or event was completed at some point in the past, but it has a connection or relevance to the present moment. It emphasizes what? The result or the current stage arising from the past action. One example is this: I have visited Paris several times. The action of visiting Paris happened in the past, but it's relevant to the speaker's experience up to the present moment. Why? Because it's a completed action and he is telling you that in the present. I have visited Paris several times. The action has happened more than once. That's one usage. The other is a specific time frame. The present perfect doesn't specify when the action occurred. It focuses on the fact that it happened at some point before now. For example, she has eaten sushi before. We don't know exactly when she ate sushi, but it's important that she has this experience. Another use or usage for the present perfect: no time. You don't use yesterday, days ago, last week, nothing like that in the present perfect. Okay, be careful about it. Third usage: continuing actions. It can also be used to describe actions that started in the past and continue into the present. Like, for example, I have lived in this city for 10 years. The action of living in the city started in the past and is still ongoing, is still happening. You are still living in that place. Okay? So, continuing or ongoing actions. For usage, experience. It's commonly used to talk about life experiences up to the present, like the video. I have never been to Japan. This statement emphasizes the experience or lack thereof up to the present moment. I've never been to Japan. I've never been to Miami. I've never been to Paris. I've never been to the USA. Yeah. Okay. So to talk about life experiences. Now it's your turn. Experience exchange. Share one experience you've had using present perfect. Your partners in the class or in the room will ask follow-up questions using the same tense. What is follow-up questions? Follow-up questions is when you want to keep the conversation going. You don't want the conversation to stop. So you continue making questions so that the other person answers them. And you question, the other person answer, or the other person questions something, and you answer those questions. For example, I have written down this. I have visited Paris several times. What follow-up questions can you make for me so that I can continue talking? Can you write your questions in the chat? Por ejemplo, yo te digo, he visitado París muchas veces, pero tú quieres saber más, por eso me haces follow-up questions. I have visited Athens 5 years ago. Okay. Yeah. Angie ha puesto eso. ¿Qué follow-up questions le podemos hacer a Angie para que continúe hablando so that she can continue talking? Perfect. Very good, Angel. What kind of food have you eaten there? What other follow-up questions? A ver, ¿qué más? Have you been there alone? Where did you stay? Where have you stayed? I have eaten in Santa Cruz in the Amazonic region in Ecuador. I have stayed in a hostel. What places did you visit there? Have you visited the Eiffel Tower? Very good. Very good for my question, right? I have visited Paris. Have you visited Eiffel Tower? I have visited Acropolis and Meteora. Very good. So, who did you go with? Who have you visited it with? Excellent. So, that's follow-up questions. You keep asking questions so that the other person keep the conversation, right? So look at my examples for follow-up questions about this situation. I have visited Paris several times. I have considered 10 follow-up questions. Have you seen the Eiffel Tower? How many times have you explored the Louvre Museum? Have you tried any traditional French cuisine? Have you met any interesting people? Have you visited any of the charming cafes along the Seine River? Have you ever taken a cruise on the Seine River? Have you attended any cultural events or performances in Paris? Have you experienced the vibrant nightlife of Paris? Have you shopped for souvenirs or gifts in Parisian markets? Have you ventured outside of Paris to explore nearby attractions? You see? Have you walked to the Parthenon? Have you visited? Excellent. So you have to make follow-up questions so that the other person keeps talking And you as well, right? Because you get interested in the topic and so you make more questions. ¿Sí? Así le haces más preguntas, ¿no? De lo que, del lugar que visitó o de la oración que hizo, ¿no? As you can see, all my questions are using what tense? Present perfect. Todas están empezando con él. ¿Con qué empezamos un question in present perfect? Empezamos con do, con does, con am, con are, con is. What auxiliary do we use for present perfect? To make questions? Has or have. Very good. Have. See, in this case, I've considered only have because my subject is you, but you can use have. Very good. What's another peculiar thing you need to use in present perfect simple? How do you use the verb? Present past or past participle? Past participle. For example, I can see this verb right here. Sing. What's the present form of this verb or the base form of that verb? Si te preguntan, ¿cuál es la forma, original form of this verb? What will you say? Excellent. See, right? And what is the past? So. Today we are working on present, so we need to see this. Sing is the past participle of the verb see. Very good. What about this verb? This other verb. Number 4. Met. Taken. Excellent. Meet is the original form of met. If you have other color. If we have met, that means that the present is meet. If we have taken, what is the original form? Take. Very good. So be careful about this. When you use the present perfect, you need to use the auxiliary have or has plus the verb in past participle. Or sometimes they say the third column of the verbs, right? La tercera columna de los verbos, you use in the present perfect. Good. So now that we have the idea clear, let's move on. Present perfect. Reading stories. We are going to read one story and then we are going to do the comprehension questions. Okay. Señorita Ana Patricia, o asistente tecnológico, ¿me podría habilitar micrófonos para interactuar con los participantes? ¿Sí me puede escuchar? A ver, déjeme ver. No tengo la función. No me pueden habilitar el micrófono, parece. No pueden habilitarlo ustedes, ¿verdad? ¿Sí pueden habilitar el micrófono, Micaela? No podemos, sí. No. While we solve the problems, can you start reading on your own? Mientras voy solucionando, pueden leer lo que tienen en su PDF. No tengo tampoco para activar. Continue. Okay. Let's do this. Estamos aquí, ¿verdad? En the story. Bueno, ya escribí a ver que nos respondan. Okay. In a quiet coastal village, there lives a young fisherman named Jack. Jake spends his days out at sea, casting his net into the deep waters in hopes of catching a bountiful trout. His small boat, the Seagull, is his pride and joy. One sunny morning, Jake sets out with high hopes for a successful day of fishing. The sun shines brightly and the sea glistens like a sheet of glass. Jake feels optimistic as he casts his net into the water. Hours pass, but his net remains empty. Jake grows frustrated and wonders why the fish seem to have disappeared. As the day progresses, dark clouds start to gather on the horizon. Jake decides to head back to the shore before the impending storm hits. However, just as he is about to pull up his net, he feels a powerful tug. With all his might, he struggles to bring the net aboard. Finally, with a heave, Jake pulls up the net to find it filled with fish. His heart leaps with joy as he realizes that he has caught enough fish to sustain his family for weeks. He can't help but smile despite the storm clouds looming overhead. Jake rushes to secure the net and steer the Seagull toward the safety of the harbor. The waves grow taller and the wind howls around him. It's a battle against nature itself. Villagers on the shore watch anxiously as Jack's boat disappears behind the waves. Jake's boat disappears behind the waves. Hours pass, and there is still no sign of Jake or the seagull. The storm rages on, and the villagers begin to fear the worst. Search parties are organized, but their efforts yield no results. The whole village waits and hopes for Jake's safe return. Days turn into weeks, and Jake and the seagull remain lost at sea. The villagers mourn the loss of their beloved fisherman, and the coastal village feels a deep sense of sadness and emptiness. Jake's family keeps a small candle burning in their window, a beacon of hope that one day he will return. But the sea holds its secrets close, and the village never sees Jake or the seagull again. So this is the story of Jack, the fisherman. Very good. So now we are gonna ask some questions. Okay, what is the best title for the story? A, B, or C? Mario, Leila. Stormy Waters, Jake's fateful decision. Very good. And what about number two? Who is the central character? And what is his occupation? Also, better see it's a good title for the story. The Tempest Toll, Jack's Coastal Odyssey. It also makes a good sense. Okay, the central character is Jake or Jack. What's his occupation? Fisherman. Good. What event marks the turning point in Jack's fishing expedition? Mhm. Jake is a fisherman. Very good. Okay. Number three. Any ideas? He has found fish. Very good. Mhm. Yeah, but yes, excellent. He has decided to continue, right? Continue fishing, even though he knew that something bad was about to happen, right? What was? How was the weather? Was it sunny day? Was it a sunny day? Era un día soleado para Jake or for fishing. The fish disappeared. No, even though he knew that it was a bad weather condition, he decided to continue fishing. It was stormy. Very good. And he's a fisherman and he knew the weather. So his experience. So besides that, he decided to continue and risk his life. That's the turning point. The turning point is that he decides to continue fishing despite the storm. It was stormy, exactly. It was not sunny at all, and it was a complicated time for fishing. So, number four, how do the villagers react to Jake's disappearance and what do they do to find him? First of all, the first part, how do the villagers react? They feel sad. They were worried about Jake, right? They were not indifferent about their neighbor. Exactly. What do? They organize groups or parties to start looking for Jake, to find Jake, hoping to locate him, hoping that he is safe. Excellent. Number five. What is the emotional impact of Jake's disappearance on his family? In other words, how does his family feel about his disappearance? They feel emptiness, they feel sadness, they feel grief, mourn. They are also worried and they would like to make, they are upset about him, exactly. They cannot find peace because it's like the head of the family, right? They have hope that one day he will come back, he will show up. They have they have hope that this is just a bad dream, right? And that you are gonna wake up and everything is gonna be all right. Yeah, they felt so much sadness and emptiness, of course. They light a candle, exactly, and that's a symbol of hope, right? When you light a candle, that means that you are still hoping for something good to happen. Very good. Number five. What lessons can be learned from Jake's story about the importance of safety at sea? Is it okay always to think about money? Or you should be worried more about your life? Hmm? Not to go against weather. Exactly. Mother Nature is unpredictable. Good participation for the reading comprehension. And now we are going to move to our last tense, present perfect progressive. The same intention with the present continuous. This is ongoing actions, but let's see what happened here. It's used to describe actions or events that started in the past and have continued up to the present moment or have a strong relevance to the present. It focuses on the ongoing nature of the action rather than just the completion. There you have the structure. You need the subject, have, or has, as you mentioned before. But in this time, you are going to use an extra word, and it's also verb to be in past participle, right? Right here. Look at this. I'm sorry. Let me erase this and put it in small parts so that you can see it. This is the past participle of to be, being. It always appears in present perfect progressive. You cannot avoid or omit this auxiliary, being. And then you use the present participle. The present participle is the ing form of the verb, like you can see here in the examples. He has been teaching here since 2003. This is the structure, right? Subject, he. R for has, in this case, has. Been, always. Teaching, here, since 2003 or 223, something like that. He has been teaching here since 2003. As you can see, all the elements are covered. You have the subject, you have the auxiliary has, you have the other auxiliary been, and the main verb teach with present participle teaching. Okay, so let's continue with some examples. I have been reading this book for 4 hours. The action of reading started in the past and is continuing up to the present. Same thing. They have been working on that project. They have been working on that project since last month. The action of working started in the past and is still ongoing. She has been learning French for 3 years. The learning process started in the past now and continues to the present. We have been watching the movie for half an hour. The action of watching started in the past and is still in progress. So let's explain this in the next slide. Duration of an action. The present perfect progressive emphasizes the duration of an action that started in the past and is ongoing. And it answers the question, how long have you been doing the action? For example, she has been studying all morning. So you already know the duration or how long the action has been happening, right? The number 2 usage is recent activity. Is often used to talk about actions that have just been completed or are still happening in the immediate present. For example, I'm sorry I'm late. I've been shopping. So a recent activity. I'm sorry I'm late. I have been eating lunch. Yes, something that has been happening recently. Temporary situations. You can also express temporary situations, often with verbs that describe states. For example, he has been feeling sick lately. ¿No? Situaciones temporales, ¿no? Con verbos que describen estado, como feeling, hate, love. Cause and effect. Cause and effect, present perfect progressive can also emphasize what? The cause of a present situation or event. She's out of breath because she has been running. ¿No? Causa y efecto. Se quedó sin aliento o está súper cansada porque ha estado corriendo, running, ¿no? As the contrast with the present perfect. The main difference between present perfect and present perfect progressive lies in their focus. The present perfect emphasizes the completion or result of an action, while present perfect progressive emphasizes the ongoing nature, duration of and duration of the action. como podemos ver aquí en el example, let's see. For example, present perfect continuous, I have been doing. For example, I have been painting my bedroom. I have been painting my bedroom. This is an activity that started in the past and continues now. I have been painting my bedroom. In the present perfect is an activity that was completed. I've painted my bedroom. So when you say I've painted my bedroom, it's already done. When you say I've been painting my bedroom, it continues. Okay, it's not finished yet. Okay, be careful. Okay, now it's your turn. You're going to write your answers in the chat box about these 5 different sentences. How can you put the sentences in the present perfect continuous? Present perfect continuous. Number 1. She has been studying for the exam all week. Excellent. Excellent. What about number 2? Excellent. I can see your answers. We have been waiting here for over an hour. What about number 3? Very good, Mario. They have been working on the project since morning. Number 4. I have been reading. Thank you, Maria. finish it. Very good. Number 5, the last one. He has been learning. Very good. In Spanish. Very good. For a year. What's the meaning of this word, of this verb? Struggles. I don't know. Yeah, okay, Angie. Anybody? Good. Trying hard, right? He has been learning Spanish for a year, but he still struggles. That means that he still finds quite difficult, quite hard to speak Spanish or to learn all the rules and communicate in a good way in Spanish. Struggles. You fight a lot to overcome this difficulty. Todavía lucha, todavía le cuesta, but he still struggles. Yeah, struggle. Good terminal, good example. Excellent. So, thank you so much for your answers. We are using present perfect progressive. Okay, now we are going to recap what we have been doing. For example, we are going to remember habitual action, action in progress, and complete the sentences. For example, habitual action. How can you complete the sentence? To show a habitual action. Excellent. I always read. Excellent. Good. You are using an adverb always, and you show that that's a habit. What about number 2? Action in progress. She is reading. Is it okay if I said she is read? Okay, I'm gonna put it like that. It's okay? She's read? She is reading. Good. Noted. Excellent. Muy bien. Okay. Very good. She is reading. And what about he? Number 3. Excellent. He usually works. Excellent. Action in progress. Number 4. They are watching. Very good. They are watching. So we are going to. Okay, number 5. We go. Okay, excellent. From 6 to 10, you are going to have a little assignment to do it at home. okay, from 6 to 10. We are going to move to our next slide so we can complete our session. Here, another practice, like I said, this is a recap. Present simple, present progressive. Now we have present perfect progressive. Okay. Number 1, what's the matter with you, little Mary? I can see you. Yeah, Mario, we have changed present perfect or present perfect progressive. Okay. Camina, very good. I can see you have been crying. Excellent. Perfect. Excellent. Remember, we are using now present perfect and present perfect progressive to complete the sentences. You have, Karen, don't forget el been. Cuando usamos present perfect progressive, always been, have been crying. Okay, what about number 2? Nick. Excellent. Nick has been, present perfect, has been in bed all week. He's got the flu. Excellent. What about number 3, Mrs. Lopez? Excellent. Has been selling. Number 4, how long? It's a question. Excellent, Termina. What about the others? How long? Excellent, Mario. Has he known? And what about number 5? Again, number 6 through 9, you're going to do your assignment at home to review, to practice. Okay, let's continue. Here in this email, the same thing. Circle the correct answers. Let's see what we have here. Okay, we are going to focus on this. This is also for you at home. Please circle the correct answers in this paragraph, on this email, but we're going to focus on here. You're going to read this short paragraph and you're going to try to find and correct 6 mistakes. The mistakes are related to our topic. Los errores están relacionados a nuestro tema. Sí, present review. El presente, no el repaso que hemos visto. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect y present perfect continuous. So, this paragraph is about that. The 6 mistakes are related. Okay, can you try to spot the mistakes? Mhm. Okay, I can see that you have recognized this sentence as wrong. I am knowing him for 5 years, and you are written, or you are writing down sentences here. I have known him for 5 years. So you are using here present perfect, right? Mhm. Very good. I have known him for 5 years. Okay, another mistake. ¿Algún otro error? Son 6. Decimos uno, a ver. I have known him for 5 years. Very good. Okay. This is number 1. Okay, number 2. I can see that you have choose this. He has just moved to the city last year, and the answer is okay. Another mistake. Van dos. 2 out of 6. Okay, let me know. Number 3. Who has number 3? No more mistakes. Ya no hay más. No hay más errores. Since then, we are, yeah, very good. We are spending A lot of time together. And I feel I am knowing him well. Ahí tenemos number 3 and number 4. Number 3. Here, number 4. I think he travels. Oh, here is the mistake. Cuando tenemos el is, how can you use this verb? Yeah, it's okay, Mario. Traveling. Yes, we can say that. That's number 5. He is traveling. Excellent. Here is only, sorry. Here is I know, right? Solo I know him. Very good. Okay, I know him. Here will be we have spent. We have been also spending, right? A lot of time together. Okay, so far we have 5 mistakes. 1 is missing. He always talks about his travels and he has visited many countries. Could be like right here, right? Esto de aquí. We are becoming close friends. How can you put this? This is gonna be number 6. How can you change this sentence? We are becoming close friends. Any ideas? ¿Alguna idea de cómo podemos hacer number 6? Also, yes. He's always talking about his travels. Perfect. Very good. Here we can say we have become. Also, and what you said, Mario, is also possible. He is always talking about his travels and that he has visited many countries. Very good. Thank you. We became close friends. Good, good, good. So our last slide is going to be about this. This is what people normally use in international exams. Complete the second sentence so that it has a similar meaning to the first sentence, using the word given in parentheses. you are not supposed to change the word given. And also, you must use between 2 and 5 words, no more. And in those words, you have to include the word given. ¿Sí? Completar la segunda oración de tal forma que tenga un significado similar a la que te dan previamente. For example, Joan was in favor of visiting the museum. Tienes que escribir a similar sentence, but using the word idea. Completando la segunda oración que dice, Joan thought it would be to the museum. ¿Qué pondrías? ¿Qué elementos pondrías? Recuerda que solo puedes usar to, maximum 5 words. Máximo 5 palabras. Y dentro de esas 5, idea tiene que estar incluida. Y no puede cambiar a ideas. Solo tiene que ser idea. Entonces dice, do not change the word given and use between 2 and 5 words. ¿Cómo lo completarías esa oración? Okay. These sentences are going to be, we are going to review them in, excellent, Mario. Joan thought it would be, okay, a good idea to go. A good idea to go. Excellent. Usaste 5, right? Usaste 5, ¿verdad? A good idea to go. Very good, Mario. Excellent. See, this is like an international exam. Así como más o menos te evalúan, ¿no? To be a good idea to go. Si ves, no puedes cambiar the given word. Idea has to be there. And what about number 2? Arthur has the talent to become a concert pianist. Tienes que usar that. So, but my dear students, we are going to continue working on these sentences in our next session because the time is up. Okay. First of all, I want to thank you for being connected. Thank you for participating. Thank you for making this class memorable. Thank you for your time and thank you for everything you give in each session. Okay. We are gonna see next Monday, and during the weekend, try to review the previous sessions we have been doing, okay? And study. Thank you so much for connecting. Have a good night. And also a great weekend. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I don't know if Miss Ana Patricia is there or not. You too, Mario. Have a nice weekend. Yes.
Excelente, Miss. Muchas gracias por la clase impartida el día de hoy. Bueno, sí, la asistente académica Ana Patricia el día de hoy no se encuentra con nosotros. Sí, solamente le estoy apoyando. Y bueno, estamos haciendo de repente lo que se puede. Creo que Ana sí lo presenta en inglés, ¿no? Muy bien, estimados participantes. Espero su comprensión bastante. Y pues agradecerles a cada uno de ustedes. Sí, a ver, veamos. Muy bien, sí, ya empezamos con las preguntas y recordarles, estimados participantes, que pues ya tenemos los cursos habilitados para el mes de octubre. Ustedes ya lo tienen en pantallas. Nos pregunta Angie, ¿hay cursos para, a ver, ¿hay curso de francés? No, para el mes de octubre no lo tenemos curso, estimada Angie. tenemos los cursos que se ven en pantalla, no sé si se logra ver. Si no, les invito pues a ingresar a nuestra página de Facebook, ahí también encuentran ustedes la imagen que ven en pantalla, lo pueden hacer zoom, ¿sí? Para que puedan ver pues adecuadamente cada uno de nuestros cursos que se están habilitando para el mes de octubre, así es. Muy bien, a ver, veamos, ¿alguna duda? Nos dice Karen, buenas noches, disculpe, una consulta, usted habló de valores para el certificado en soles, ¿puede ayudarme con la información en dólares? Sí, muy bien, estimada Karen, sí, el certificado tiene un costo de $10 en esa moneda, ¿no? Sí, así es. En el caso de soles son 30 soles. Muy bien. Dina nos dice, ay, oh, ay. Muy bien. A ver, Mirna dice, no hay portugués. No, no tenemos para el mes de octubre portugués. Sí lo tenemos el curso en el campus virtual. Recuerden que nosotros contamos con un campus virtual al cual ustedes pues van a tener acceso una vez que ustedes se certifiquen, ¿no? Sí, muy bien, estimados participantes, tenemos el curso de portugués en el campus virtual. En el campus virtual nosotros contamos con más de 70 cursos habilitados, los cuales de repente ustedes si tienen alguna duda o quieren llevar algún curso mediante nuestro campus virtual, pues no habría ningún problema porque en el campus virtual ustedes pues encuentran lo que es los cursos, las grabaciones de cada una de las clases, así como esta, ¿no? Esta clase está siendo grabada y automáticamente también va a ser subida a nuestro campus virtual. Sí, ustedes van a encontrar las clases grabadas, van a encontrar materiales de los cursos correspondientes, sí, y también van a encontrar algunos materiales adicionales que, pues, nuestra institución les da de regalo. Sí, muy bien. Si tienen alguna consulta acerca del campus virtual, si quieren llevar algún curso con nosotros mediante nuestro campus virtual, pues lo pueden hacer mediante el número de celular que les aparece en pantalla, es el 953-772123. Cualquier duda, cualquier consulta que ustedes tengan acerca de los cursos que se habilitan, los cursos que se encuentran en el campus, acerca del certificado, lo pueden hacer a través del número que les aparece en pantalla. Muy bien. A ver, Angie nos dice lo de inglés, solo dura un mes, ¿no? Sí, muy bien, estimados participantes. Hay algunos cursos que se habilitan, pues, los días sábados, ¿sí? Los cursos que se habilitan los días sábados se da, pues, durante un mes, son 4 sesiones académicas. Cada curso cuenta con 4 sesiones académicas o, en el mejor de los casos, con 6 sesiones académicas. Esto quiere decir una duración de 2 semanas, ¿no? Los que son los sábados, pues, 4 semanas, prácticamente un mes. Sí, muy bien, estimados participantes. Recuerden que nuestro certificado también, pues, no va a salir con 90 horas lectivas correspondientes a nuestro curso. Si tienen alguna duda, estimados participantes, no duden en escribirnos ahorita, pues, al chat del Meet también. No duden en escribirnos de repente al número de celular de la coordinadora Ana Patricia al 991-373227, ¿sí? Si tienen alguna duda, estimados participantes, la pueden hacer ahora para absolver de repente alguna duda, pero si es que en caso no tienen dudas, no se preocupen, ya pueden salir de sala. La clase está siendo grabada y el día de mañana se les va a compartir mediante su grupito de WhatsApp. Sí, muy bien. A ver. Curso. Muy bien, buena pregunta. Aquel participante que se encuentra con el nombre de Club Formándose para la Vida, ¿sí? Nos dice, ¿cuál es la metodología de evaluación de este curso? Todos los cursos, pues, cuentan con su evaluación de manera virtual, ¿sí? Todos los exámenes se dan a través de la plataforma del Forms, ¿sí? Así que por ahí vamos a dar el examen. El examen es escrito, no es práctico, o sea, no es hablado, ¿no? Sí, el examen es escrito. Muy bien, estimados participantes. A ver, Angie nos dicen, ¿podemos inscribirnos en varios cursos? Claro que sí, claro que sí. Ustedes pueden ingresar, pues, a cada uno de los links que se encuentran ahí en el formulario, ¿no? Hay una lista de cursos que se encuentra cada uno con sus links. Ustedes ingresan a la página de Facebook y, pues, ahí van a encontrar los links correspondientes a cada curso. Le hacen clic a los que ustedes vean por conveniente llevarlo. En el formulario ustedes van a encontrar el horario correspondiente al curso, van a encontrar qué fecha va a iniciar el curso, sí, van a encontrar también lo que es el temario, de qué se va a tratar el curso, qué temas se van a tratar en el curso, así que ya ustedes van descartando, ¿no? De repente se cruza el horario o pueden llevar esta vez un curso o todos los cursos, ¿sí? No se preocupen, sí pueden inscribirse a varios cursos. A varios cursos. Muy bien, a ver, ¿alguien tienen alguna duda, estimados participantes? Muy bien, estimados participantes. A ver, nos preguntan si la asistencia cuenta con alguna nota de la evaluación. No. Sí, la asistencia sí la tomamos a través del Google Meet. Google Meet es automática la asistencia, de eso no se preocupen, pero no tiene mucha relevancia en su nota. La nota que ustedes saquen en su examen es la nota que va a ir en vuestros certificados, ¿sí? Así que procuren sacar una buena nota en el primer examen porque se les da la oportunidad, si aquellos participantes que de repente no lleguen a una nota probatoria, una nota 14, solo hay un examen, ¿verdad? Sí, hay un examen, solo es un examen, va a ser el día viernes de la semana que viene, estimados participantes, así que hay que repasar con los materiales que se les ha mandado y que se les va a mandar también la próxima semana, y también hay que repasar pues con los videitos que se les manda, ¿no? De cada una de las clases grabadas, ¿sí? Espero que haya quedado claro. Muy bien, Mario nos dice, a ver si arreglan lo del micro para la próxima. Sí, no se preocupen, estimados participantes, que a partir de la semana que viene, ya nuestra cuarta sesión académica, vamos a estar pues ahí con el micrófono habilitado, ¿sí? Muy bien, estimados participantes. A ver, ¿tienen alguna duda? Muy bien, estimados participantes, veo que no hay más dudas, no hay más consultas. Los que no tienen dudas, consultas, ya pueden ir retirándose de sala. Muchas gracias a cada uno de ustedes por haber ingresado pues a su tercera sesión académica y bendiciones para cada uno de ustedes. Cuídense mucho, ya nos vemos pues en nuestra cuarta sesión académica el día lunes, ¿sí? Cuídense mucho, repasen bastante ya que se acerca su examen, ¿sí?